The Galaxy S26 is shaping up to be one of the most powerful phones Samsung has ever made, and the biggest reason isn't just the design or the camera, it's what's going on inside the phone. This time, the focus is on speed, efficiency, and new storage technology that could make the S26 feel much faster than the Galaxy S25. At the center of the S26 will likely be Qualcomm's new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip. This processor has already been confirmed, and the performance boost compared to the last version is impressive. Qualcomm says the new chip is 20% faster and 35% more power efficient. That means smoother performance while using less battery. But the real highlight here is that this chip supports the newest storage standard, called UFS 4.1. So what does UFS 4.1 mean? In simple words, it's the technology that controls how quickly your phone reads and writes data. Think of it like comparing an old hard drive with a modern SSD in a computer. The SSD makes everything feel faster. With UFS 4.1, you'll see quicker app launches, faster game loading, smoother multitasking, and less waiting overall. Everyday actions like saving photos, editing videos, or switching between apps will feel more instant. Of course, just because the chip supports UFS 4.1 doesn't automatically mean Samsung will use it. But if we look at Samsung's history, it seems very likely. They were one of the first companies to introduce UFS 4.0 with the Galaxy S23, and they've always tried to stay ahead with storage technology. That's why many experts think the Galaxy S26 will push forward with UFS 4.1. Another key part of this upgrade is Micron, a major memory manufacturer. Samsung often uses Micron storage chips, and Micron's UFS 4.1 has one big advantage: the chips are smaller in size. This allows Samsung to save valuable space inside the phone, even if the storage capacity stays the same, like 256 GB or 512 GB. The smaller chips free up room that can be used for other improvements, such as better cooling or new sensors. But what does all this mean for you as the user? Faster storage doesn't just mean quicker apps. It's also extremely useful for AI features, which are becoming a bigger part of smartphones. Tasks like generating AI responses, editing photos with AI, or live translating text need high-speed data access. UFS 4.1 helps make those features run more smoothly, so you spend less time waiting and more time getting results. If Samsung does bring UFS 4.1 to the S26, it would also give them an edge over competitors. For example, Google's Pixel 10 series launched with UFS 4.0, even though UFS 4.1 was already available. That means Samsung could position the Galaxy S26 as one of the fastest and most future-ready phones in the market. Combine that with Qualcomm's Gen 5 processor, and you're looking at a phone that feels responsive in everything it does. On top of storage, Samsung is also expected to use the latest RAM, called LPDDR5X. This memory is not only faster, but also comes in smaller packages, similar to the storage chips. Once again, that space-saving design gives Samsung flexibility to fit in more features. Together, UFS 4.1 and LPDDR5X RAM create a performance combo that could make the Galaxy S26 extremely powerful. Now let's talk about the battery. With smaller memory chips, you might think Samsung would use the extra space for a bigger battery, but reports suggest that the battery size will stay about the same, at least for the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Instead, the focus is on efficiency. The new processor, faster storage, and improved RAM all use less power, which should give better battery life even without increasing the size. Faster charging speeds may also be included, making it easier to top up the battery quickly. Some people may not find storage specs exciting. Many users only care about how much storage they get, like 256 GB or 512 GB. But for those who care about speed and performance, the move from UFS 4.0 to UFS 4.1 is a big upgrade. It means the phone will feel faster and smoother every single day, whether you're gaming, multitasking, or using AI tools. In short, the Galaxy S26 could be the first major flagship series to introduce UFS 4.1 widely. When you combine that with Qualcomm's new chip and Samsung's upgraded RAM, you get a phone that raises the standard for performance. The Galaxy S25 was already a fast device, but the S26 might push things to an entirely new level. While design and camera improvements will catch people's attention, the real magic is happening inside. The Galaxy S26 is shaping up to be one of the fastest and most efficient smartphones ever made.